2025. How did Scottsdale Bullion and Coin do when it came to its market predictions? We're going to answer those questions. I'm Eric Sapanik, and this is the Gold Spot. Happy New Year from all of us here at Scottsdale Bullion and Coin. Last week we talked about how we had to continuously adjust our numbers throughout 2025, and we're anticipating a lot of that in 2026. We talked about gold, we talked about silver, we talked about platinum. How did we do? Well, we thought this would be a really good week to do another one of our Gold Spot reflections. So basically what we do every single year, and we've done last year we did pretty good. I mean, we were just above 2,500 on our prediction. I mean, we almost scraped 2,800. So we were actually undercut how well gold actually did last year, because gold raged over 35%. It was one of the best years ever. One of the big reasons for that was, in fact, China, and we're going to talk more about that. This year, we're going to come in right around 3,003 on the average number of where the experts believe that this marketplace is going to go.
Most experts have revised their predictions to the upside. Citibank revised theirs up from 38 to 40. TD Securities, who you mentioned, really emphasizes the massive deficit in the silver market, and their projections at the $40 mark. JP Morgan is at $38. B of A is at $35, which I think is very conservative. And you also mentioned the London Bank, the Bullion Association, the Market Association, and the news coming out of their price projection, which I think is very telling, just because of their dependence on the bullion market. They're projecting $45.
Gold, right now the price of gold is rated about $2,760, $2,760, which is very, very close to 2,800, which is gold's all-time high. So we could hit that this week, maybe next week, but a lot of people are expecting it's not going to stop there. A lot of the big experts, you mentioned JP Morgan, but it's quite a few of the experts right now are all saying that 3,000 is inevitable and probably going to be coming much sooner than later.
Well, I mean, it really just kind of broke out of this level around 2,800 on the spot market, which was right before the election. So we moved all the way back up after a very quick pullback after November 5th election. It looks like we're headed to 3,000 directly, but that's just a round number, a mental thing for traders. I mean, I would think you should be able to see 3,300 probably pretty quickly. Maybe this year as a personal price target, but I have seen some estimates of even as high as 4,500 in the end of 2026.
Yeah, some of the ones you're probably going to know of the most. I mean, Goldman Sachs said recently that they could see gold going to $4,200 an ounce this year and $4,500 an ounce by next year. Morgan just came out this morning and said that gold will go to $4,000 an ounce by the second quarter of 2026. Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he's saying that this year, or in 2025, that the silver price could go 3 times what it is right now currently. And Peter Spina from GoldSeek and SilverSeek is saying that silver could go to $50 on the short term, but then $100 potentially on a short squeeze. If you look at the charts, technically we're looking at much bigger things, and we just broke out of a cup and handle formation, which might sound sort of silly to you if you don't know technicals, but it's very, very bullish. It's the most important formation almost out there that could exist, and what it's telling us is that the silver is going to go through $50, sort of like a hot knife through butter, and we're going to go to $60 or $70 an ounce pretty quickly. And then from there, we'll have some more trading and so forth and much higher prices. But that's what we're looking for initially. It's just a much bigger rise than just the $50 an ounce that we saw 15 years ago.
First of all, Citigroup said 3,500 by Q4 2025. So we've already exceeded that. ING 3,450 in Q4 2025, 3,500 by Q1 of 2026. Okay, so we've already exceeded that. UBS 3,500 by Q4 of 2025. We've already exceeded that, and we're only in the third quarter.
Yeah, we're seeing some very interesting numbers. Steve Hanke, who's the chief of economics for Johns Hopkins University, is saying $6,000 gold. But Forbes is now saying that we could see $7,000 gold in the very near future. Robert Kiyosaki, who we all know of, is saying he sees gold going to $25,000 an ounce.
Now, we are right now, as we are filming this, $47 and change this morning. We know we're going to break the all-time high, which is just below $50 per ounce. And we are telling you right now, we are going to exceed that. And there's a good chance it might be off to the races at that point in time.
This cup and handle formation that we're seeing in silver, it's a 50-year formation that the bottom of the formation is around $5 an ounce. The top of it is at $50 an ounce. It's a 50-year formation that I've never seen anything like this before. It's very, very powerful. And the potential to go to 100, which would be the objective of this breakout on this formation, $100 an ounce is very real, and it could happen as soon as March of next year. So we're not that far away.
Platinum has just absolutely taken off. Look at this chart. My goodness. The low, if you see here, we were about 905 at the beginning of the year on the actual low point of the year. Then we popped up to $1,930 an ounce. It's a 113% move. I personally don't think that the types of entities that are investing in these platinum ETFs have any illusion that they can make more money if they just hold. And for that reason, I think that I'm going to go bullish right now in 2026. I think it's going to continue to rise. We're, like we mentioned before, we're $800 if you take the inflated adjustable number to the high. I think they're going to wait for the high, and I think they're going to try to exceed the high. I believe every metal out there right now is prone to, which have not already met their highs, but platinum, it's got more room to go, and I think it's going to happen. So looking back, we see that we got a lot more bang for our buck when it came to metals predictions in 2025. We included a link below so that you could see the 2026 predictions, and we are anticipating on continuously giving you new market information as it transpires. Happy New Year, and we look forward to seeing you every single week right here on The Gold Spot.
If you enjoyed today's Gold Spot, like or subscribe to both our YouTube and Rumble channels. Also, comment below if you have any questions or if you'd like to hear us talk about a specific topic in a future video.